Hey, how you doing, everybody? Hope everybody is doing great. I know. I keep changing the notebooks, the way I keep notes, the way I journal. I keep changing it because guess what? With EDC, and this is an EDC video because this is an EDC thing. With EDC, you kind of evolve and change the way you do things in order to do it the best. And my new method is the way I think is going to work best for me. I may go back to the other way, I don't know, but thus far I'm enjoying it and we'll get into it. But before all that, if you would be so kind as to hit that thumbs up. And if you could subscribe so I could hit that 2,000, please. Because I'm not going to get there without you guys. And I really, really appreciate each and every one of you who have subscribed and who will subscribe. So, I do still have my little pouch with the pens in front. I have a pencil now, a highlighter, and this little right in the rain Fisher Space pen style thing. And it has this little pockets. I'm not gonna go what's in there because it's personal. Now I'm still using this, and I still do carry it kind of like a wallet, but not after I got this next thing. But and I still have the little notebook now. This is a little pocket notebook, so if you don't feel like carrying the other thing, well, you already know what it is because you saw the description, but it's like very similar to a traveler's notebook, but it's not that brand, Medora. I think that's how you, it's Medora. It's not a Medora because they are quite pricey, and I got this quite cheap, and we'll get into that in a second. But I still do like little ideas and stuff like this because this is writing in my pocket or whatever, and I'm able to pull it out and jot down something, or if I want to do a shopping list or anything like that. And it came with a bunch of them, so I still have a couple. Well, I'm still on the first one. I'm not opening it because what we write in our stuff is personal on ours, so it's not like I'm writing top secret stuff or anything, but I just don't feel like showing what I write. But this I do like to do lists, shopping lists, stuff like that, and that rides in this over here, and I'm gonna put it inside of there, so it is out of the way. And I still doing the goals with the quarterly 5 years and 10 year thing, so that I am still doing, but and I'm doing it in a different matter. I do have that in my phone. So I'm able to look at that. If you look Outlook task, I can't look at my phone because I'm shooting the video. And of course, you can open it up on your laptop. But Outlook task I use for all the little list as well and different notes and stuff. So I do have all my information in there and different appointments. But it is also nice to have a little something separate. And I saw this in Target. It was $9, and the Travelers was basically that, so it's kind of like, oh. But anyway, as you can see, from 2025 to 2026, it started in July, which we're in, so it started now. I'm gonna open it to show you a little bit of it because I did write in it, and some personal information. Some personal information is really in this one, so I don't want to open the front and show it. But as you can see, we're ready to recycle, so it is recyclable paper. It has a little section over here where you can kind of circle a month and write down different important things. And I started filling out some of that in there because I have some different things happening. I will use June of next year as an example. So yes, you're not going to mark down a ton of plans and stuff, but you can mark down a little something here, and then you have a little note section on the side. That's basically what it is. And then in the front, well, not the front, but I put a little tag in here. But I'm just going to show it briefly because you can kind of see what I wrote. But holiday overview over here, and it just gives you the different holidays. And then you have a little calendar over here so you can take a quick look. It just has like Independence Day, Labor Day, New Year's, blah, blah, blah. And it gives the year and what day it falls on. So you're a little aware of when stuff is happening. And it's quite sturdy. It has a plastic kind of outside and a hard, thick cardboard back. right here. So it is quite straight. Now, on to the star of the show, the Traveller's Notebook. And I put my other little Write in the Rain type pen on here. Well, what I do is I kind of put the strap around here if you're not familiar with these. And as you can see, there's a little bit of bubbling here. It doesn't bother me. And I got the coffee. They have black. They have coffee. I forgot what other colors they have. I enjoy coffee, so I figured I'd get coffee for a change. And as you can see, it has a little thing on there because the notebooks like kind of slide in if you're not familiar with them. But what I've been doing so far, because I haven't got the pen clip, I just got this days ago, so I haven't fully geeked it out or dressed it out as I want to. But I put the pen kind of in there. It kind of holds this from folding down on it, but you know, like I said, it's not real leather, but over time you will get the patina on it. You'll get the worn out feel. I mean, eventually you're going to have to replace it because you can't go with the same one forever, but it will last quite a while. At least I think it will. But you got the little elastic that holds everything in. I'm going to open it and look at it because I know I have personal info in there and I don't want to show it. I just don't. Oh boy. I got a couple of pages of stuff here. So what I did was, these have glue on the back of them, but I also stuck a clip in there to hold them. I put some sticky notes in the front on one of the things, on one of the books. And I'll show you in case you're not familiar with these. What it is you have these little separate books, these little cardboard books, and you slip them under the elastic band because it's connected to the band that connects all that. I almost showed stuff. But let me, jeez, I keep opening it and I shouldn't be. But you have line paper. You can get dot paper, like dot matrix type little things. You can get blank papers that you could draw on if you're into drawing. So you get different stuff like that. Now this one came with this, the cover, and it came with 2 of these line books. But if you go online from this company and other companies, you will find a lot of different things. You can get like the line paper like I have. You can get kind of graphing paper, the little dot bit box things. You can get all these different, and the plain paper. And you can all get inserts that are like folders and card holders and all this other junk. I'll show you what this came with. And I also, I don't know if I can find it here because I did have it over here. Yes, I did. I needed bookmarks the other day. So I got this. They're little clip-on bookmarks. These are the only ones that kind of manly looking. They're out of space type stuff. And then you can use the actual thing for a giant bookmark. So like I said, you pull out these and you can put them in here. So when you get done with this booklet, you can put in another booklet. I'm just going to this so I can make sure, but my other booklets in there like that. I stuck a couple of, let me just do this like this. I stuck a couple of these sticky line pages in there. So I would have a little something inside. And let me just move this over here. Like I said, I don't want to show personal information or information that will tell like where I live or whatever. So I just don't want to do that. Let me see here. I guess I could take that out. And that will kind of tell you. Actually, I'm just going to take this all out. So we can look at this. So, the other things it came with a little card holder. Like business cards, as you can see, a little, I put in, sometimes we go to the arcade place, so I have this here because I have my notebook with me. And you just put your little cards in here, and then it had a little kind of like Ziploc type thing over here that this zipper is closed. So that is my basic setup for my work, my notebook now. And I like carrying this. I've been doing it for about a week now, so I'm really getting into it. And it seems to be a system I can stick with. And like I said, you can jot down your notes. I have the planner over there to put down like different stuff like that. And of course, I have the other little notebook. In case I have to jot down something I didn't bring my Traveller's book in, I can just jot it down in there and then transfer it into the Traveller notebook or the organizer over there later on. But I'm putting ideas for videos. I'm putting my goals, different checklist of important, like, like not a checklist like I have to do this today, but kind of a checklist like, oh, I want to get this cleaned up and that cleaned up, just different stuff like that. So I have a layout of everything, and also, I do a lot of meal prepping, so meal prep and things like that. That's the type of ideas that I put in there and different stuff. And of course, talk about my day and stuff. So I can go back, I can take these out. I can put a date on the outside. Let me see here. I can put a date on the cardboard on the outside and a little label, and then I know what year I did that, so I can go back and say, okay, in such and such date, what was my goals? Did they change that much? Or if I want to, you know, turn the goals from that year over to this year, it's there. It's a good system so far. That's my newer system. I know I had the 3 notebooks and I was doing it that way, but this is my newer system now. And of course, I still have my legal yellow pads that I write down for podcasting, stuff like that, which I haven't done in a while, but I write down those in the videos and stuff like that. So that is my new EDC system. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And like always, have a great, great day.